Yo, have you ever thought to yourself, wow, I would really love to be a horseshoe crab. They really are the best life form. No? Yeah, me neither. But you might by the end of this video. You see, there is a reason why some people say horseshoe crabs are the peak of evolution, and that, my friend, is because they came to be back in the Carboniferous period. And are still alive today. That is over 300 million years and 3 mass extinctions, maybe even 4 if you count the ongoing one. Is that not crazy? Sure, they may have evolved some different behaviours and characteristics, but overall, that is 300 million years of just horseshoe crabs, staying the exact same. If you're finding that hard to place on a timeline, let me help you. Think before humans existed, not before grass existed, before dinosaurs existed. Horseshoe crabs are something different, but here's the big question. We may know that they existed this long, but how the hell did they do it? In short, I don't know. You can't pick a specific characteristic and that's the one that helped them last that long. A lot of things go into helping animals survive, but ultimately, life can throw a curveball at any moment and a seemingly unstoppable predator can be wiped out. So I don't know what's helped horseshoe crabs stay around for so long, but I can tell you some cool stuff about them. Firstly, their scientific name is Limulidae. They are also classified into the kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Chelicerata, class Merostomata, order Xiphosaura, family Limulidae, and genus Limulus. They are represented by 4 species that we know of. Limulus polyphemus, which are ovular in shape from above, Carcinoscorpius rotundus, which are a bit rounder and wider, Tachypleus tridentatus, which are longer and have more prominent spikes, and last but not least, Tachypleus gigas, which is very similar to Tridensis but rounder at the front. And all of these species are found in different places around the world, with Polyphemus on the east coast of America, Rotundus are in Indonesia, Tridentatus are in the Philippines, and Gigas are in Japan. Now, all of those things are nice facts, but what happened to all the cool stuff? Well, viewer, your patience is about to be rewarded, because guess what? They have 9 eyes. Not 2, not 8, 9 eyes. And they aren't just on the head, they're scattered throughout the body. But not only that, they have light receptors near their tail. Who needs to see that much stuff? Their 2 largest eyes are used for finding mates, while the others, along with the light receptors, are used for detecting movement and changes in the moonlight. Why the moonlight? I don't know, maybe it's just really pretty. Wrong. They track the moon because it actually dictates when they start spawning. No, not spawning like Minecraft where they just pop out of nowhere. Spawning as in a butt ton of crabs make their way up onto the beach and just start laying eggs while the males try to fertilise them. But only on a full or new moon. What? And not only that, they also align the spawning with high tide. Imagine being that specific and organised about when you're going to make babies. In America, prime time for this is May and June. More cool stuff about horseshoe crabs is that they also have 10 legs and are related to scorpions and spiders. So yeah, they aren't actually crabs. They have 3 parts to their bodies, starting with the head, which holds all the important stuff like the brain, heart, and mouth, along with the nervous system and their biggest set of eyes. You know, the mating ones? Now, the middle section has spines that are movable and also provide protection. Then on the underside of this middle part, there are some muscles for movement and gills for breathing. The last section is the tail. Now it may look similar to a stingray's deadly stinger, but it isn't dangerous and is actually only used to flip themselves over if they trip onto their back, which you gotta admit is kinda cute. Moving on to what these guys eat, but that isn't actually the interesting part, it's how they eat. So they like to snack on worms, clams and maybe a little algae, and they pick it up with these little grabbers or appendages in front of their mouth. But get this, they don't have teeth. So, how do they chew, you might ask? They use their legs. Horseshoe crabs crush food between their legs before eating it. How can one little guy be this cool? Now, onto my final fact about horseshoe crabs, but this one is arguably the coolest. Did anyone else when they were younger think that the blood inside our bodies is actually blue and that it just turns red when it's exposed to the oxygen in the air? Yeah, that's not true. We do actually have red blood, but do you know who does actually have blue blood? Dolphins? No. Horseshoe crabs. And this blood is even cooler because it has medicinal properties. Have you ever had a vaccine? Yeah, well, it was probably tested for safety using horseshoe crab blood. They even played a vital role in creating the COVID-19 vaccine. But how does the blood do this? Well, it has important immune cells that are really sensitive to toxic bacteria. They claw around the bacteria and protect the horseshoe crabs or our body from the toxins. It's so freaking cool. I think we all gotta say a big thank you to horseshoe crabs because these guys are legends. Maybe horseshoe crabs are all that. No, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and I thank you very much for making it this far in the video. And since you watched the whole thing, you obviously found it interesting, so why not like and subscribe, and maybe comment what you thought, or even what animal I should make a video on next. These take far too long to edit, so it really makes me happy that you watched it this long. Anyway, catch you later and have a very nice day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever.